Hey, what's up, everybody? Sitting here in my car on my lunch break. I come across some videos on pro wrestling training and training people, and some different guys around the country who are training their students. Just looking into stuff because I'm getting back in the training mode. About how they train students and drills and shit like that, and some really good, some really bad. One of the things that I found really interesting in some of these things was like, if you're a trainer and you're training people and you don't know how to do something, then you should probably find somebody that can show them how to do it the proper way. Now, I'm not saying if you can't throw a move, you can't show or you can't instruct somebody on how to do it. If I can't 450, I can't 450, but I can talk somebody how to do it. I've been running up guys and tried it before. I just can't get my fat ass around. So I know how to do it. I just physically can't do it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if, let's say, I don't know how to do a headlock takeover properly. I do it this way because it's the way I do it. It works for me. My body doesn't bend this way, whatever the bullshit reason is. Um, I should not teach my students how to do it the way I do it. That's not the way shit works. As a trainer, you teach your students the way it's supposed to be taught, the way it's done, not the way you do it. That's where the art of pro wrestling gets lost. These guys are compromising what we do because it benefits them. There's guys out there who work a certain way, work a certain style. Okay, once you've finished your training and you need to change things, that's fine, but things should be taught A, B, C, D through the numbers. So if you're doing a headlock takeover and you're shooting them over, you're not a fucking judo guy. Okay, don't say you're a shooter or whatever. Like, you're doing the shit wrong. So if you're a trainer, please get educated. Train your students right, because I'm really tired of being on shows with guys who just aren't fucking know what they're doing. It's not their fault. And it's one thing to be green, but be green and a piece of shit is a totally different thing. And it's hard to fault some students because their trainer just didn't know what he was doing. And so, excuse me, if you're looking into a pro wrestling school, please do your research. Don't go to the cheapest one, or don't go to the one that's the closest. Don't go to the ones who tell you what you want to hear. The shortest training, who's gonna get you in the ring in a month. Be smart, get educated, because it's your career. It's if you're going to college, you don't go to the fucking worst college you can because it's convenient. You want to invest money because you're investing in the future. So do your research, ask around, look at that guy's body of work. More importantly, look at the people he's trained and see where they're at. And watch him work in the ring. If you think he's pretty good at what he does, and maybe he's interesting. Be interested in training with him. But just do your research. And guys, just because you've had some matches doesn't mean you're qualified to train people. Training people is not. I'm a pro wrestler now. I can show people how to do it. Being a training is being a trainer is being a teacher, and instructing people is it's not for everybody. Not everybody can do it. So get educated. If you don't know, get people around you that do know, and to make this business better than what some of the stuff's going on. I'm sure, hopefully, some of you agree that there should be some kind of fucking test you got to go to or something to be in a fucking ring, but there's not. So I'm not saying I'm the greatest guy ever. I'm just saying that I can get through a match pretty well, pretty solid, a pretty solid worker. And I want people to start taking training people more serious. Okay, it's a fucking job. You got to take it serious because that's what you're leaving behind in the business. So don't brush these kids through and rush them through and get them done. You got to get kids ready and make sure they know what the fuck they're doing. And if they can't do a lockup and they're doing matches, we have some issues. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.